What's up, everybody? We are coming to you live at Take a Chance Records in Farmington Hill, Michigan. I'm here with Nate.
Yes, sir.
How you feel, bro? How was your
good.
Christmas, first of all?
Christmas. I just celebrated a big family Christmas party. It was a pretty good time, I'm not going to lie. It's
That's
always
good,
good
man.
catching up with the fam.
Santa
seeing
bring
them.
all your shit for you?
Yeah, something like that.
Yeah.
But
Good old Saint Nick.
how was your weekend?
It was pretty good. You know, chilling with the fam,
Yeah.
playing games with the fam, enjoying a good Christmas dinner.
Yeah.
Yeah, it was a good weekend.
Well, without further ado, we have a very special guest today. Great friend of mine.
Yes, sir.
One of the most versatile artists I know.
I would agree with that as well.
I also think one of probably the most potential to blow. You guys will hear his name very soon if you haven't already.
Yeah, 100%.
We got Juan Donivan in the building. Juan, how you feeling?
Man, I'm feeling good, man. I'm feeling fantastic right now, man.
This your first pod?
Yes, it is actually.
Is it?
Yeah, it's
Well,
my first spot. Other than the one I tried to do.
Well, I'm glad you can make it here. It's a pleasure to have you on, for sure. To get started, fresh off of Camp Currency a few months ago. How was that?
Oh no, that was lit. Just the whole. We ended up trying to we ended up vlogging like the whole thing.
Yeah,
like,
I watched it.
Yeah, so it's like, getting there and then doing like shout out to the Dons, like their crowd was crazy. So it's like, being able to do that was fire. So the whole thing, and then people branded, they were going crazy branding, like that was lit. That
You
was a
killed
really good
it,
time.
bro.
Yeah, you
You
did.
killed it. It was one of my favorite sets of the night.
For sure.
Thank you,
For
man.
sure.
I
Yeah.
appreciate that.
Of course.
I tried.
You were in Chicago. What was that? 2 months ago?
Mm-hmm.
What was that about? I don't really know too much about the background or history
Yeah,
of
other
this
than
event.
just what
so-
was on there.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
Nor do I.
it's
Nor
called
do I.
the Sky Blue Music Fest. It was a music festival put on by a woman named Lyrical. She has helped me out, giving me great advice. So I did the festival with her. She put me on the set on the lineup, and I did it actually with my cousin Shanae. I did a song with my cousin Shanae. She popped through. She just performed like about a month ago on Jimmy Fallon with Smino, so that was cool. That was really dope. But
Oh,
yeah,
that's sick.
yeah, I know,
That's
right?
dope.
But Lyrical, she's really an amazing woman. She has high profile people in her resume. Dirk, Herbo. She's out of
Wow.
Chicago, so
Wow.
it's like,
Oh, damn. That's
yeah.
dope.
So she put me on. She kind of pushed me through and just continued to help me, and I really appreciate it.
That's awesome.
She's done so.
That's
But-
cool that she's right there, like, helping you out and stuff if you need it and helping you grow as an artist. That's awesome.
It was amazing. And I also met another artist y'all will actually be hearing from soon. Her name is Amari Noel.
Okay.
Where's she from?
Fire. She's from Gary, Indiana.
Okay.
Oh, wow.
She's fire. She's had billboards on YouTube. Like I have her number. Like she
Oh, that's
told me
dope.
if I wanted to
Work on
put her on a
some- yeah,
song. And,
yeah.
So no, I had a lot of good people. I met Lil Durk's official DJ at
Oh,
the
that's
festival.
sick.
It
Awesome.
was crazy, but yeah,
Good
that was-
networking and connections opportunity.
yeah,
for sure.
it was great. It was
For
great.
sure.
I loved it, man.
Love to hear it. Fresh off the blue wall, just did a live performance for an upcoming project that you're dropping.
Yes, sir.
I don't know
yes,
nothing.
sir.
I don't know too much about this project. I'm sure I've heard a few songs, but I'm really excited to hear the new thing. So if you have any, upcoming music projects, ventures, anything of that realm or nature, let's hear about it.
So it's funny. I was gonna call it lonely love depression.
Okay.
Or Love Lonely Depression. It was one of them because I ended up scrapping the name anyway.
Yeah.
But that it was too practical, so it basically told you literally
What it was about.
So instead, I'm trying to still work on the name.
Yeah.
But it's the lineup of being in love, and then being lonely, and then being
depressed.
And it's like there are a lot of songs on there. Like I think I only have to record 2 more songs, but there's a lot of songs on there that really like speak on all sides of it. So it's like, because a lot of my music has been more just like, my past, what I've gone through.
Experiences.
Like, so it's like with that one though, that one is going to speak on everything, not just the woman. It's going to speak on really like me, especially when you get to the depression part. Like it'll show a lot of people a side that, they have never seen of me before. So
Excited to hear it, man.
thank you, bro.
Is that something you've dealt with, like, in life, depression? Like, I know a lot of people, they'll say they're depressed, they'll this and that. Like, is that something you've actually, like, gone through, you'd say? 'Cause I'm
No,
sure
I
everyone has to an extent, everyone has their phases. Like seasonal depression, I think that's a real thing.
No, definitely.
And we don't touch on men's mental health a lot, you know, like in today's society with social media, all this stuff, like it doesn't really get touched on too much. So like I feel that's a good little topic to talk about, because if you've gone through some stuff like that, you know, like how do you overcome that? All this, yeah, you know.
No, yeah, I what people don't know, I back in August of 2019, I believe. I think it was August of 2019, but I was diagnosed from, like, you know, psychiatrists and stuff. I was diagnosed with bipolar 1 disorder. So that's, people don't know I was taking medication for that and stuff. So
I didn't know that.
yeah, and this is my man. I mean,
Yeah.
you my man too, but it's
Yeah,
like I'm
no,
not,
no,
you know,
yeah, yeah,
exactly.
Yeah.
So
I'm
it's
glad you can
yeah.
like actually like speak up on that though, because you know,
That's-
like it takes a lot for that, for someone to speak up on stuff like that.
No,
You know,
that's-
mental.
That's a
all that
big
stuff.
reason why a lot of the men's mental health is not focused a lot, because there are only a couple few, at least in the public eye that I've seen, have came out and told that they struggle with it. Kevin Love, DeMar DeRozan, some of the guys, to name a few.
Yeah.
But that, like you were saying, it's a very brave thing to do that. So like I feel like the way it's kind of set up, like the world with men, it's like, oh, I have to be strong. I have to.
Yeah,
I
you
can't
gotta
struggle.
top of the household type shit.
Yeah, but I mean, we all struggle with this type of shit too, and it sucks. But
Just
sometimes,
can't show emotion, really.
Yeah,
It's
You
just
can't.
like-
sometimes-
You gotta be
as a
hard
man,
body.
you
You
can't
feel
show
me? You gotta be hard body.
100%. But sometimes it ends up creating amazing music.
No, it doesn't. That is where most of my best music is coming from. And you know, it's funny. I was what really like put us like, well, because I was living with my grandfather, and it was like what put us to that point to where he was like, you need to go see somebody. It was like, you know, I'll never forget. I was listening to Ratchet Happy Birthday by Drake. It's crazy, right?
Yeah.
And I'm sitting down, and I go on the porch, and I just start crying out of
Yeah.
nowhere. And it was just like, what the fuck is going on,
Yeah.
bro? Like, what is wrong with me? So then that's when I went to go see a psychiatrist, and she was just talking, and then she was like, you know, you have bipolar 1 disorder, and it's different than bipolar 2, because when people think about bipolar, they think of instant change of emotion, this, that, and the third. Nah, that's like, there are types. It's like type 1 and type 2 diabetes,
Yeah.
like, you know. So like type 1 is basically just like, you know, depression, hyperactivity. You know, I'm honestly I'm very forgetful. And like a lot of things like that, and you know, people don't know that about me, because it's like, why share?
Yeah.
There's no point.
No.
But it's
Yeah.
like-
Yeah.
But yeah, that's
But
that's,
speaking as a fan of you, like rather than just one of your homies, like speaking as a fan, this is the type of stuff where I look to artists and like, oh, they struggle with all the same shit I do, and they're not afraid to talk about it. Why am I? Kind of thing. You get what I'm
Yeah,
saying?
yeah,
So like,
no.
this will be beneficial to a lot of people.
oh no, that's great. If you have anything wrong, or
Reach
if
out.
you have
Reach
any
out.
mental, just heart's hurting, mind's hurting, and even if you don't have a mental condition or anything like
Yeah.
that, it doesn't
You
matter.
could just be
man.
struggling,
Talk to
man.
somebody. Talk to somebody, and if you feel like there's nobody you can talk to, there are hotlines you can call, or just talk to yourself. I mean, talk to yourself that's a really harsh way to go about it, but it's like people don't know.
Get
Like if
through
you
it.
have nobody,
Yeah.
if you have nobody to talk to, the only person you could talk to is yourself. And if you master talking to yourself and being able to go through it, then when you're able to meet somebody that you trust with yourself and are able to talk to them about it,
Yeah.
then beautiful. That's
It's
all.
a great
it
way to
is.
say
It's
it.
beautiful.
It's
Yeah.
a great way to say it.
Yeah.
But any other like upcoming ventures, music? I mean, we touched on the project you're
yeah.
dropping, but
I'm supposed to be going on tour.
wow,
Yeah. By the way, that project is dropping February 24th. You know,
your birthday, right?
a real new birthday. You feel me? So yeah, but
February 19th, gang over here.
Okay,
Yeah.
Pisces. But no, yeah, you know, we'll see what's going on about it. But as of right now, just waiting for things to fall in place for the tour to happen. It's a Midwest tour.
Oh, that's
So,
awesome, man.
It's gonna courtesy of Lyrical.
Oh, that's dope.
That's awesome.
So, you know,
Good
we'll
for
see.
you.
We'll
Good
see.
for you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. I appreciate
Hey, if Lyrical want to come on a podcast, we'll talk to her about Juan Donivan all day.
that. No, you want to talk to Lyrical about Lyrical.
Lyrical,
She is
yeah.
amazing. You want to know she's really great.
Well,
So.
get us in, yeah. Let's try to work on something. That'd be dope.
You mentioned something before we started recording about a potential clothing line. Run me through
Yes.
that.
Oh, I didn't even hear that.
So with the project,
Mhm.
we're doing it big. So we have a certain plan for it that I'm not about to tell all y'all right now.
Can't spill it all. Can't spill it all.
He'll tell us when the cameras are off.
But nah, it's gonna be a clothing line from, you know, whatever I end up naming the album. But regardless, the art is gonna show what the album means.
All right.
So yeah, like maybe like, you know. You see, I'm talking too much already, man. Just clothing.
You're killing it.
That's what they're here for.
Just clothing. See, I want y'all to be surprised, man. Just clothing. Just
stay tuned.
Be on the lookout.
Just stay tuned, because I'm about to put some drip on y'all body.
Check his socials. I guarantee you there'll be more information about it there.
Oh, God. As soon as it happens, just follow your boy and keep up, and we're there.
I'll be buying some.
100%.
Next thing I want to just kind of touch on is just your upbringing. Born and raised West Bloomfield, correct?
I was born in Detroit.
Born in Detroit.
I didn't spend a lot of time in Detroit as a little kid.
Yeah.
Adolescent years.
Yeah, like I moved to West Bloomfield early on, and I was exposed to a lot of things, like good, like all positive.
Yeah.
Like nothing, but it's those things that make me who I am today. So it's like having my grandfather there, like, you know, everything that he's done in his life, like that's a guy you can Google, bro. Like and I'm not joking either. You search up his name.
What has he done? Like, what's the importance behind his name?
We will spend this whole podcast talking about him.
You can make a whole pod on it.
Exactly. You put him on the podcast, but no, just like, you know, just a little brief thing, like, you know, president of GMAC, vice president of General Motors.
Wow.
He has his own consulting where he consults for, you know, higher up, like mainly General Motors, but others.
Yeah.
You know, and then also being on the board for, like, you know, the International Day of Jazz, which is like, you know, major. I think it's 100 black men. It's something like that, man. It's racing. It's based out of Philadelphia, and that's like, you know, Will Smith is you know, incorporated into that and stuff like that because it's Philadelphia. We're trying to urban youth racing program. That's what it is. So yeah, the urban youth racing program, part of that too. I was actually supposed to perform in Philadelphia, but something happened with the program, so I wasn't able to get down there. But yeah, he's done a lot. He's been the biggest role model in my life, and
big part of Detroit, it sounds like.
No, for sure. He's linked in with Barry Gordy. And
oh wow,
man! Like I said, I can go all day.
Yeah. It's probably quite the flex to just be able to talk about your grandpa like that.
Yeah.
Hey,
you know
hey, look,
mean?
I don't even like to talk about him, bro, because I don't want to flex too hard,
Yeah.
bro. But it's like, because it's not my flex.
Yeah.
It's a flex to be able to be around
Yeah.
that magnitude of a man, and not only a
That
man.
mindset he has on him too. You know what I mean? It's inspiring, motivates you probably.
And for me specifically, a black man who was raised when, you know, all that stuff was going on. We're talking about severe racism and all that stuff, and like he prospered through that, and he is the man who he is today. Like that's crazy.
Yeah.
That's crazy. So that's my biggest flex in my life. For real.
Love to hear it. So I mean, I know, but for the people that don't know, you played sports growing up.
Yes, I did.
Let's hear a little bit about that. What'd you play? When did you start playing it? You know.
So I started playing football when I was 7 years old.
Okay.
I played for the Southfield Ravens. Yeah, that was good. I like that. That's what I always remember.
it sounds hard.
Yeah, and then I moved on to the Southfield Falcons, and then, you know, kept in the Southfield.
Yeah.
And then after that, I moved to the West Bloomfield Panthers, and then I moved on to middle school football, and then I moved on to high school football, and then high school football and basketball, and track, but. Mainly, you know, we talking about football right now.
Quite the athlete.
You feel me? You know, 3-sport athlete in high school, but nah.
We still be hooping too.
You already know. We be getting down. But nah, yeah, sports has been, it taught me about competitiveness.
Yeah.
And it brought, like, the competitiveness that I have in sports. Like, prime example, you see me, I was pissed off when we lost, man. Like, I walk out the gym mad as hell, man. And I was just like, that's my competitiveness that I bring to music. And that's why I feel like that's what makes me the best artist in Michigan.
Yeah.
Like, and I say that wholeheartedly.
No,
like,
yeah.
And I mean that. Like, I mean, you know, my nigga Kuz, that's my guy. So it's like, you know, me and him for me. But if we not talking about Kuz, we ain't talking about nobody compared to me, bro. And that's just what it is. But that's the mindset young artists have to have.
100%. And like, my bad. Like a wise man once said, like, you can bring that Mamba mentality to anything. You really can.
The Mamba mentality ain't just basketball.
Yeah, no, it's a way of life, and a lot of artists adopt that lifestyle. Because, I mean, a lot of this stuff that young artists go through could be crazy. You could be trying to find a studio. You can't find it. You find one out in Detroit. The guy just takes your money and doesn't give you your song. Like, there's shit that people go through. Like, why are we doing this type shit? Yeah. But you got to adopt that mentality because that'll help you so much in the music.
But you can't be so Mamba mentality to the point to where it's like you're disrespecting other artists.
No, yeah. No, 100%.
Because
Kobe was disrespecting.
Exactly right. That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But that's because Kobe was the absolute best, and it's like, it's different in sports. You can disrespect. I can step on the court and say, "Nigga, you're trash. You cannot fuck with me."
Yeah.
But it's like right now we're talking about me and another artist and their creativity and this, that, and the third, something that means a lot to them. So like I'm really about a positivity, like a lot.
Yeah. So
it's like I'm not gonna down you, but I'm not gonna say that I'm better than you. All I'm gonna say is I'm the best. Because everybody and I hope you say that you're the best too.
Yeah.
I want everybody in this business to say that they're the best.
Yeah.
That's the one thing I noticed about you, man, is just how bad you want it. You wanted it for so long. And it's right around the corner. I hope you know that, dude. Like, it's only up from here with everything you got. But kind of speaking on that Mamba mentality thing, this ties into one of the topics I did want to cover, was you were in L.A. the weekend of the Grammys, also the weekend that Kobe passed away. Rest in peace to the Black Mamba.
R.I.P. Bean.
Run me through that. Like, I think the Grammys has a tie with your grandpa as well, or is that someone else in your family?
No, I went with my grandfather.
He's that guy. He's that guy.
I didn't even talk about that. See, like I said, we could go on for
now we're at the Grammys with Gramps, bro.
Exactly. So my grandfather, he's on the Grammys committee.
What the fuck?
So that's why.
That's a great connection to have if you're an artist. If you're an artist and you got a connection to the Grammys, so I'm sure you can pull some strings and figure something out, man.
No, but we were actually it was like before the 2020 Grammys. It was 2019. He went. He's gone multiple years.
Yeah.
So I'm like, Papa, like, I'm trying to go to the Grammys this and the third. So we were just like, all right, bet. Like he said, we can go. So and my man's Chris, he played my man's Martez, Chris Williams, my boy. He's played football out in LA too, and he's going back and forth. So, it was easy. He could go with me type of shit, you feel me? So we ended up going to the Grammys, and we got there on Friday, and he was already there, but we got there on Friday. I slid through Beverly Hills, slid downtown LA. Like, we did a whole bunch of stuff. Like, it was really fun, especially spending that time with my grandfather. Like, that was very important. But and then it's crazy because Sunday morning I seen DJ Academics
in person.
No. He,
in LA.
He tweeted R.I.P. Kobe, and I'm like, man, this some bullshit, bro. Like, and mind you,
it's what everyone thought.
When I seen it, I was at Saks trying to get some shoes, some loafers for the because I had my suit. I had the drip, the big boy drip, but I had to get some loafers because I left my loafers at the crib. So I was looking for some loafers and I seen it, and Papa was like, nah. So I searched on Twitter, it wasn't trending. So I'm like, all right, like this is
a hoax.
This is fake. And then we get back to the hotel because we're about to get ready and everything. And it was like, he dead. Like, he's actually gone. And I was like, wow. And
it was a crazy day, man.
I remember,
we actually ended, when we were going down, like, I had my suit on and everything. Like, this is before we actually get to the Grammys.
I totally forgot.
Bro.
It was the same day.
Yes, it was the same day.
At the Staples Center, too, wasn't it? Oh,
yes.
my God.
The streets, bro. The streets were... I've never seen so many different type of fucking Kobe jerseys, bro.
Yeah, man.
They had the blue, purple, like a whole bunch.
The one with the 8 on the front, 24 on the back.
Bro. And all the jerseys were hard. I wish I would have brought my Kobe hoodie because I got some Kobe merch while I was out there.
Oh, that's sick. Yeah, you had to.
Yeah, but it was just like, it was crazy, bro.
I remember I was just saying to somebody when we were talking about, I think it was here actually, everyone has like 9, 10, 11 moments in their life where they remember where they were
when someone passed
or when heard the news.
Yeah,
it didn't have like anything crazy. Like I remember where I was when they said Osama bin Laden was dead. I remember
where I was at when Michael Jackson passed away.
Yeah, Juice WRLD as well.
Yeah.
That was
Oh
one.
man, that's a later topic.
But I just
for this
remember
podcast.
Cole, same thing as you. Friend called me, told me what happened. But and then I checked Twitter and it wasn't trending. So I'm like, oh, okay, hoax. And I only saw that TMZ had reported it. And I'm like, okay, hoax. And then we're watching and then Woj tweets it. And then the Pro Bowl, the whole crowd's chanting Kobe. I'm like, oh my God. So like stuff like that, like I don't like the tragedy, but I like the hearing like people's encounter, like where they were for certain moments, kind of thing. Yeah,
Also, we talking about Kobe. Rest in peace, GG too. So
oh yeah, rest in peace to others.
Rest in peace to the
Everyone.
families. Yeah, rest in peace to the families that were on there as well, because
Everyone
everybody
involved.
lost somebody.
Yeah,
So
everyone involved.
But no, yeah, I definitely get what you're saying, bro.
Yeah,
Like it's so crazy, bro. Like that whole thing. But on a higher note, before there was this guy. It was at this crazy hotel, and there was this guy. His name's Clyde, and it was the Grammys party. So it was Saturday night. So it was before the Grammys, and me and my grandfather just sitting at the bar. Mind you, at this time I'm 20. I'm a month away from 21.
Yeah.
So I can't really get a drink at the bar, but I got some like fucking orange juice or something like that. But I'm over here drinking, and this hotel, it has a ballroom. So the ballroom is like kind of like if you walk down 100 feet, that's where the ballroom is, and then the doors are like 50 feet, so everybody goes in through those doors to get to the ballroom.
Yeah.
Bro, this shit motivated me so much. I walked in. As I'm walking up, I see McLarens, fucking Maybachs.
Yeah.
Bro,
Whole new.
Bro, so I'm like, bro, like, damn, you feel me?
Yeah.
And then I'm sitting at the bar. Cardi B walks through. Fucking dog, like anybody you can think of, like they were at that Grammys party, and I seen them all just walk right through.
Something I wanted to ask was, did you get like any like cool connections out there, or like?
It was at this time it was more of just like an extension of him. So it's like, like I was able to like, link up with like Sway Lee. Like
Just introduce yourself, what's up?
like honestly, I'm not about to cap. It wasn't like hey, like, how you doing? My name's Juan, this, that, and the third. Like he was just within like 20 feet of us, and we were like, yo, like Sway Lee, like da-da-da. He was like, yo. I was like, oh shit, that's lit, bro.
Lit like that.
Exactly, lit like that. I seen Lil Baby. Gunna.
Oh wow.
I seen Lil Nas X perform Old Town Road. Ariana Grande performed Thank You Next.
Yeah.
And those are actually fire. Like Lil Nas X did like this turning shit, and it was like, so many people did different remixes.
His stage is crazy.
So yeah, so it was like 3 different like.
We're hopping right back into it. I had to change the battery real quick. Anyways, you were saying Lil Nas X.
Yeah, Lil Nas X
Grammys.
did like this turning wheel shit, and then he had like, because BTS did a remix of Old Town Road, and Young Thug was there.
They had the
and
Mason Ramsey.
yodeling boy.
Yeah, bro. It was like a whole little wheel, and then but the best performance from that night, bro, hands down, fucking Tyler, the fucking Creator.
Really?
He had just won that night too.
Yes,
yeah,
bro. When he did Earthquake, bro. Oh my! I lost it because Tyler Creator is amazing, bro.
Yeah.
So it's
Creative,
like,
very creative.
dog, like he had fire and these buildings and the whole thing, like, dog, this shit was crazy, bro. And
he's a hell of a performer. 100%.
And I love that. And it doesn't, like, not doesn't, but it helps that I love that song. So
Yeah.
it was just like, the whole thing was just fire. And then in the beginning they did a thing for Nipsey, because Nipsey had died.
Oh,
before the
yeah.
Grammys.
Right before.
I believe
It was a couple months before,
Yeah, a couple
wasn't
months
it?
before.
Yeah. It's like April.
Because I don't know why. I may be tripping, but I feel like Meek Mill and Roddy Ricch came out during the
Letter to
Grammys.
Nipsey.
Yeah, I'm not tripping. Yeah, because I know that shit.
But Nipsey was still a few months before. It was still before that Grammys, but it was like March
because
or May or something.
they did the song Letter to Nipsey.
Yeah,
right?
yeah.
So it's like, and then they did the Flag and Alicia Keys. Yeah, hell yeah. Alicia Keys.
You want to talk about a voice right there.
Exactly, bro. So
Sorry about that. We're coming back to this great fucking conversation. Had a technical difficulty, but it's all good. Want to continue around where you were at?
it was
Lil Nas.
So Lil Nas X, he did like this whole wheel of performances at the Grammys, and it was like, there were so many remixes of Old Town Road. So it was like fucking BTS, Young Thug,
The yodeling
Mason
boy,
Rins.
yeah. Yeah.
So it was like that shit was lit, and then Ariana Grande, of course, and then
I love that woman.
Tyler,
Bro, I don't know how we just sped past that. Like,
All
it's
right, yeah, no,
Ariana
it's okay,
Grande.
it's okay.
That bitch is so fucking talented, bro.
No, she's really amazing. Like
Yeah.
hearing her vocals were, oh my god, like I'm just sitting here and my ears are being blessed.
Yeah, it's
Oh,
like,
it's
bro,
real
you'll be
shit.
sing there like, oh no, shit, it's not just the producer. Like,
Exactly,
she's
she's
insane.
really just like that. You
Yeah.
feel me? And then Tyler, the creator, his performance was fucking amazing, man. Like he had fire, buildings, dancers,
Oh,
bro.
that's sick.
Like, and then like Earthquake. Like I love this song, so it made
Yeah.
it even better. Like it was just fucking crazy. And then damn, I can't get over Tyler, the creator, because he won that night too as well.
Oh yeah,
So-
that was a big dub for him that night.
Mhm.
And I still
Yeah.
remember watching the press conference and stuff of him talking after and how he like was saying he didn't like the word urban because he just thought it was like a fancy way to say that word.
Black, yeah, you feel me?
Yeah, so yeah, I remember that, and I remember watching it because they were talking about Kobe and all that. So
Yeah, and they did
yeah.
they did a tribute to Nipsey, who had passed before
Oh,
the
yeah,
Grammys
yeah,
as
yeah.
well. Meek and Roddy Ricch came out, and they
performed Letter to Nipsey.
Letter to Nipsey.
Oh,
Yep,
that's
they
awesome.
performed it,
Sorry.
and then Alicia Keys. That's what the main thing that makes me remember because Alicia Keys, first of all, dog, her voice when she's talking is magnificent, bro. So it's like, dog, singing. I got to see fucking Alicia Keys, bro.
Yeah.
Like. And then in the beginning they had already hung his jersey up in the rafters, so the whole time during the Grammys, I was sitting, you look up to the right top, yeah, the right,
Yeah.
and there's a spotlight on 8 and 24 the whole time.
Yeah, of course.
So it's like
Well, that's how I've heard people say it, but the house that Kobe built was the Staples Center.
Yeah.
So the fact that you were even in this building that like he made known is fucking crazy. The day that he died, it's insane.
And I hope you know one day you won't be a fan sitting at the Grammys.
Oh, hell
though.
no.
You're
Oh,
going to be
no.
one of the artists at the Grammys because the music you make is stadium sounding music.
Hell yeah.
Bro, I was in the studio when you made Saving Grace.
Oh,
Dude, that beat is crazy,
bro.
I love that song.
Cheers to it, bro.
I didn't know that was going to be the intro on one of your albums, but no, that's different. Nick?
It was the applause.
Yeah,
The applause. I was like,
yeah.
yeah, it has to be. And just Juan Donivan. I'm gonna have that. So.
Yeah.
So when did music really like come into your life? Like, what were the inspirations? What motivated you to become an artist? Like, when did it really? Obviously, you have these ties to a lot of music and creators throughout your family. When did that picture really come into your head? When you like, I want to be an artist. I want to be a rapper. I want to be a singer. I want to just do my thing. You know.
Well, so I started off with poetry actually, before
Alright.
music.
Like
Before
just in
I found
school?
I was in elementary school. I was
Yeah.
like 6. I wasn't even 7. I think I was like 6.
Just found a thing for writing.
Yeah, just found a thing for writing poetry first, and then it's crazy. Michael Jackson died, and I was like, who was Michael Jackson?
So you're
Same
young.
here.
You're young at this time.
Yeah,
Yeah,
It's like
Michael
elementary
Michael
school,
Jackson
yeah.
died when I was 9. I was in 3rd grade. When Michael
Yeah, it's
Jackson died.
09, yeah.
So well, I was on my way to the 4th grade, but I think I was still in the 3rd grade.
Yeah.
But I was like, who was Michael Jackson? Like,
Same here.
'cause everything, like I'm young, but I'm smart. Like
Yeah.
I know, like, okay, everybody's going crazy that
The world
Michael Jackson
stopped.
died.
Yeah.
So like, what is going on? And then after that, I started listening. I remember we had Comcast, so it was on demand, and I would just go like search on Michael
Music
Jackson.
videos, yeah.
And I'm just like, I want to love you. Like, I'm like, oh, hold on, what? I started like, oh, shit. So then, like, my ear for music started, and then it was just like, I haven't told anybody this, so
God. Let's hear it.
we had Sunday dinners, bro. And this is after, like, I had already been, like, like, Michael Jackson, I'm in love with Michael Jackson, Michael
Yeah.
Jackson, everything, like, knew every single fucking song.
Yeah.
So every Sunday, my grandfather, who he is, he always like has suits, fedoras, a whole bunch of shit. And I had suits because I would go to church every Sunday, and I would put on one of my suit jackets. I put on one of his fedoras. I got myself a little glove, and I would do dances in front of my
Okay.
family. Michael Jackson, like
Yeah.
I was Michael Jackson for Halloween one year.
okay, so you know the deal there, bro.
Big influence on me too, for
Yeah,
real.
bro.
So that's one of your biggest inspirations is Michael Jackson. Just tap into his
he's
catalog.
he's the reason why I fell in love with music. Michael Jackson is why I fell in love with music.
And I feel like a reason that like people around our age really like are like, oh, how big Michael was is because you're at such a young age. When something happens like that where everybody's talking, all the grown-ups are talking about it, I feel like it's really impressionable on your mind. Like, you'll always remember that, like, where you were finding out Michael Jackson died. I remember the first Michael Jackson song I heard.
What was the first? Let me be the interviewer. What was the first
Black
Michael
and
Jackson
white.
song? Black and white.
Yeah, watch that music video. And
Man,
then I
you
watched.
think he
Bro,
said I watched
the
it.
crazy
Okay,
part was I watched him and he had the skin disease, so he had all the white spots on him. And then I watched the next music video, Thriller, and I didn't think it was the same dude.
Oh, straight up.
Oh, swear to God. And I love Mike. Now, like, it was just so crazy. I was like, there's no way. Like, my 9-year-old head, no way that's the same dude. But yeah, Michael Jackson, like, that moment impressioned a lot of people, and that's why I feel like a lot of people in our generation love Mike and respect him for what he's done and all that.
Probably the greatest artist of all time.
I
don't
say that
disagree.
Michael Jackson is the greatest artist of all
Most
time.
I do
popular,
not
for sure.
disagree.
What was I gonna say? Oh, I know you can dance a little bit. You like to dance. You like to do your little dance. You know.
I mean, Michael Jackson experience helped me a lot,
That
man.
Yeah.
but around that time too, you said you were what, 9 years old, right?
Yeah,
That's
dancing
really
and
when
all
Chris
that.
Brown's all his music videos are through the roof.
Yeah.
So like watching, I remember me and my brother like back in the day, we'd be in the kitchen trying to emulate Chris Brown's dance moves. I mean, I can't do it, but like I was trying, you know what I mean? But like I'm sure seeing all these artists at that young age dance, like their image, their sound, everything, all the tools necessary in order to succeed as an artist, I feel like you're kind of implementing into your own style.
Which is awesome.
You got the image, you got the voice, you can sing, you can rap, you're versatile as hell. Like,
100%.
it's crazy to see. Is there any other inspirations or motivations that really got you into music?
Chris
Like,
Brown. you kind of hit the
I'm saying,
nail
like,
on the head type shit.
when did you really start to like envision I want to be an artist? Was it 9 years old or like when did you like make your first song? I should ask.
Well, my first song was Cruising. When I envisioned was like around that time period.
Yeah.
When like you think I'm in this bitch dancing and shit for nothing, bro? Like, I was like,
Nah,
you know,
you want
I'm
the
in-
mic too. It's gotta mean
Exactly,
something,
bro. So
bitch.
like I had a mind, like I had a mindset that I am doing this. As soon as I got into Michael Jackson, that's when I envisioned like, okay, I'm going to do this.
Yeah.
I'm performing. I've been performing. If we talk about first performance, I've been performing since I was 9,
Little,
my
yeah.
boy.
That was my next question. Were you doing like talent shows at a young age, or like were you like
Well,
you know?
Yeah, I was in choir.
All right,
So, but
that explains a lot.
Yeah. I look back at high school and wish I did
yeah,
that for
no,
real.
I was definitely in choir. And talking about Chris Brown real quick. Chris Brown's this is around the time where I was getting into it. Wall to Wall,
Yup.
Forever,
Yup.
With You. Those
Run
are
It.
this Run It, like all those shits were on demand.
Yeah.
So it's like I was like after I got past, I never got past the Michael Jackson phase because I'm still on the Michael Jackson
Yeah,
phase.
100%.
That's not a phase. That's
Yeah.
just a thing. But like after when I started moving on, I got to Chris Brown and watching all that stuff. But talent show wise, yeah, I was in choir. I think I started choir in like the 1st grade.
Oh, so you were in it before Michael Jackson was even like in the picture for you. You were already singing.
You already
yeah,
seen
no,
it, yeah.
yeah. It was. I was. Very
But you weren't like
young.
thinking like long term.
No,
like,
it
you
was
didn't
just
think
like,
nothing of it.
hey, I ain't got shit to do. Like, let's,
I like singing
my
and stuff,
mom
yeah.
putting me in a position to where let's make you, or not let make you, but let's get you to, get
Yeah.
your mind going at
Yeah.
a young age.
Yeah.
So I did that all the way to the 5th grade, and I got to middle school, and I did 6th grade, 7th grade, and 8th grade. And then when I got to high school, I didn't get a chance to do it. I didn't get a chance to do 9th grade choir because I wasn't there anymore. But that was something that was very, very important to how I would do like solos and shit like that. And yeah, my grandfather or my mom or both were always there at my choir recitals. So it meant
That's
a lot.
awesome.
To me.
So you were around a lot of music at a very young age.
Very young age, yeah.
What type of genres? I'm sure hip hop, rap obviously were a big one, but like, is there any other genres that you really tapped into at a young age that kind of just made you view things different, or like what were the genres you were listening to?
I mean, Johnny Mathis, Marvin Gaye, Al Green. It was a lot. It was a lot of that type of music.
So like a Motown kind of sound a little bit. Yeah,
like
I
because
grew up on
that's
that
what
too.
my grandfather would be on. Diana Ross,
Temptations.
Yeah, Temptations. You feel me? So it's like that's when I was really like, you know, boom, Zapp and Roger, even Zapp and Roger, bro.
Yeah.
Like Zapp and Roger was crazy to me, and that's the type of music that I always grew up hearing. So it's like that's what leads me to be able to think the way I think because I was always around that type of music, and you know it's crazy. My aunt grew up in Dayton. My family is from Dayton.
Oh, that's cool.
So my aunt grew up with Zapp. I think it was Zapp. You know Zapp and Roger.
Yeah.
So the dude.
Yeah.
The main dude that you think of.
Yeah.
Like she would go to the playground with him.
Oh, that's crazy.
And things like that because it's from Dayton and another group that my aunt Faye is gonna be mad at me because I can't remember, but another group that is very well known. That
Motown.
You know,
Yeah.
Yeah, like that type of, you know. So yeah, I was put around a lot of music, like, you know, New Edition.
Oh yeah.
A whole bunch of shit, bro. Right.
We already touched on like your upbringing, like at a young age, sports. When and why was Flat Rock? Like when did you get there? That's when we first met. So I want to touch on a little bit of that.
Hell yeah.
When did you come to Flat Rock? I mean, I know, but for the people that don't, when did you come to Flat Rock? When did you meet, you know, Chance? When did you meet all of us? PJ?
Well, I got kicked out. So
of school?
But I got kicked out of my house.
Oh, really?
Oh, wow.
Yeah. It wasn't a bad kid though. Like it's not like I was a bad kid. It's not like I got kicked out because I kept fucking up with like, you know, getting in trouble with police.
Yeah.
I rarely, like, sometimes I would get a detention and shit like that, but
just little things that
just like,
kind of added up over time, you're saying?
No. Like it wasn't like I didn't get detentions often. Like they would have to talk to my mom about, like, you know, he's always talking, but I wasn't a bad kid though. The reason why I got kicked out is because my mom might rather say, like, you know, he just moved his dad. No, I got kicked out to move my dad. But it was really for the best though, because it was my grades. My grades were slipping, and she knew that. I mean, I'm a very bright young man.
You're an intelligent man. Yeah.
Exactly. So it's like I was so caught up in, you know, my friends and being popular and things like that.
Those labels and stereotypes that you get.
But like, I'm not really about stereotypes. I just was popular, and it was just like, boom, like I'm popular. I'm going to keep, like, I just did things that popular, you know. Yeah. Like I was always
just doing your thing.
Exactly. I was just always talking, always just, you know, this, that, and the third. So it affected my grades because, like, I would say for middle school it affected my grades because I was more of just like, you know, just focused on the wrong things, I guess, technically. No, not technically, literally. I was focused on the wrong things.
That happens to a lot of kids, too, though. That's very common.
Then I came to Flat Rock in the middle of my freshman year. Not in the middle. It was like October. Because it was in the beginning of basketball season. So.
Oh, you didn't play football?
Nah, I didn't play. I played football for West Bloomfield.
All right.
But I didn't get to finish that either. Like, you know.
Yeah.
But I came to Flat Rock my freshman year. I fucking hated it.
Why?
Cause like I came from West Bloomfield High School to Flat Rock High School.
Was it like a culture shock type of deal,
culture shock? Definitely, because it's a whole different. Like I'm in West Bloomfield. Like, you know, obviously, like West Bloomfield is like a more
populated area.
I guess wealthy. I don't like to say rich area, but you know,
Yeah.
in that terms, yes.
Yeah.
So, and it wasn't about luxury or no bullshit like that. It was just being in school. We were able to be exposed to more.
Yeah.
Like we didn't just have black people. We didn't just have white people. We had all ethnicities, man. Like one of my closest friends, he was, sorry, Ray, if I forget, but I don't know if he was Japanese or Chinese. I'm sorry. But I go to his house and like be exposed to a whole different culture.
Yeah.
My friend Vibov, he was Indian, whole different culture. I was able to expose to in middle school. We had ethnic lunches, so we had that many like true cultured. Like that many different true culture people that the gym was filled from wall to wall of different cultures, food. and we were able to just grab off the plate and be in line and shit, bro. Like,
that's interesting. I've never heard of something like that for a lunch.
No,
like
that
just
was
a school
that
lunch.
was the
That's
best
crazy.
shit ever. Ethnic lunch, man. Like
just tap into each different culture.
and, and it
See what
wasn't
you're feeling.
and it wasn't like let me make what my culture makes. No, they're making what they have for dinner, bro.
Yeah.
Like it's real shit. So it's like, but that's not just it. Like that's just a little taste of the exposure that I got and the knowledge that I got from being in that school district. And then I came to Fly Rock. It was just like, the fuck is this?
A whole lot of white people.
and then I didn't even want to move. All my friends were in West Bloomfield, Southfield and stuff.
Yeah.
So it's like I didn't even want to move in the first place. So like I get there, bro. Like I didn't talk to anybody. The first person they had showed me around was Marcus.
Hey.
So it's like, but no, I didn't fuck with Fly Rock at all. Like I hated it. I hated being there. I was so focused. Like every weekend, I didn't hang with no friends.
Didn't you go back to West Bloomfield a lot?
Every single week,
Yeah,
every single fucking weekend, bro. I was back in West Bloomfield, bro. Like I was.
Oh wow.
Bro. I would never stay to.
So would you say it took you a minute to like make friends at this new high school?
Well, I'm a talker, so like, I'm good at making friends. But it's like, I guess this may sound kind of fucked up, but for them, they may have thought that I was their friend.
All right, I get what you're
But
saying.
when they became my friend, it took a minute.
Yeah.
Cause like I'm not gonna be a dickhead. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like I'm a nice person.
Yeah.
So it's like I'm trying to if I see somebody in class they talking I'm gonna talk back. They may have thought we were friends, but I didn't because I didn't even want to be here. I'm thinking I'm about to leave.
Yeah.
So but I never left. So I'm thinking I'm about to leave. So it's just like
looking back on it now though, like do you regret going to Fly Rock because you made a lot of I'd say solid connections with at least PJ and Chance. Like when did they come into the picture? Because you're still making music with PJ, you're still making music with Chance. Like, when did all this
probably
come
like
about?
2015. And do I regret it? No, not at all. Not 1 second do I ever regret going to Fly Rock. Now, because I wouldn't have, I don't know, but like don't think I would have elevated musically to like dropping and stuff as fast if I didn't go to Fly Rock. Because if I would have elevated the same way I did at Fly Rock at West Bloomfield, we wouldn't even be here right now, bro.
Yeah.
I mean obviously because I wouldn't know you, but like I would already be up there, like because of just the bigger school.
Yeah.
All schools connected. All these schools have 1,500 plus kids.
Yeah.
Music circulates quicker. You can get bigger quicker because it starts with your high school.
It does. It really does.
It really,
Yeah, but no, I started in like 2015 with Cruising. I think it was 2015. But I started with Cruising, and then we Cruising was fucking crazy, bro. Cruising was crazy.
We touched on
I'm
that
not hip.
with PJ.
I'm not hip.
Bro, like I kid you not, bro. Like,
You just felt like the man walking through the hallways after that song dropped.
bro,
didn't you?
like hell yeah, but let's not even talk about our own school, bro. Like I went to a party in Allen Park that I was not invited to. PJ was with me. I think PJ and Jimmy were with me, if I'm not mistaken.
They're like, oh, these are the guys from.
Weren't even invited, and they let
Yeah.
us in that bitch, bro. Like we heard about it, so it's not like, oh, if you're not invited, you can't come.
Yeah.
Like it wasn't like that. Like we still could have pulled up, but it's like, oh, like they made Cruising. Then they played Cruising through off the party, bro. Like we were fucking famous.
Yeah.
Like, we were damn near Downriver famous for a second, bro.
Yeah, no,
like,
you were. That was a good time in high school. I'm not gonna lie.
worst fucking song ever. Bro.
But now, like backtracking on that a little bit. When did you meet PJ? Because like you guys, like PJ said on the episode that we had him on, you guys haven't missed yet. You guys make a lot of great music together. Why do you think that is? When did that come into play? When did you guys start brainstorming? Picking each other's brains, like.
Well, at first I hated PJ.
Shout out PJ, man.
Shout out my brother, bro.
Shout out Cusco.
I hated that nigga, bro. Like I would always argue with him. Like it wasn't like a hate for real.
That's
but
what
it was
best friends do, though.
Yeah.
But like, bro,
100%.
like I was not cool with him,
Yeah.
and we would argue. Like I don't even know you, nigga. Why are you arguing with me, bro?
He's in
Like,
the other room right now.
Yeah, he is. But it's like, bro, I don't even fucking know you. Why the fuck are you arguing with me, dog? Like I don't understand this. So like we would go back and forth, but it's like arguing with him felt like I was arguing with my brother, like my brothers.
Yeah.
But it's just like you can't look at it that way because, like
You're
I
new-
said, I
you're
don't
new to-
fucking know you,
Yeah.
bro.
You were
So
new to
it's
the
like-
school too and everything. So it was like,
Exactly,
yeah,
and I'm
yeah.
already pissed off because I'm here.
Yeah.
So it's like, and then I think like sophomore year, like me and PJ got cool from arguing, I think. Like, I feel like me and him got cool from arguing. But then, like, but this is, like, PJ is one of the most special connections I've ever had in my life. And, like, I kid you not, bro. Like, that is really, niggas about to tear up and shit. Like, that's really my guy, bro. Like, that is my, I don't give a fuck about blood, nigga. That is my brother for real. Like, I call other niggas like, oh, that's bro. No, that is my brother. Like, I trust him, like, with my child, nigga. Yeah. Like, I trust him with, like, I would trust him with anything. I could put $1 million in a fucking room and ask PJ to watch it, and he says yes, and not a fucking dollar would be missing. Yeah. Like, that, his loyalty factor is fucking crazy, bro. Like, and that's, like, and that brings out a certain loyalty factor in me because I don't trust a lot of people. So it's like, but PJ is the only person I trust with everything. I would trust that nigga with my life, bro. Mm-hmm. And I cannot say that. And I'm not just talking shit, bro. Like, I trust him with my life. So it's like, we got cool out of nowhere. And then instantly, boom. And then, you know, we were just like, you know, smoothing. And he hit me up about cruising, pulled up to my crib and shit. And I rapped him, and he was like, yeah, this is a hit type shit. So it's like, all right, we're moving on from this. And then we did that. Yeah. And then it was really just me and PJ. We just kept going. And then, like, we would always be with each other.
That's
like,
what I was about to say, yeah.
Yeah, if somebody didn't see PJ and they saw me, then they asked me, where's PJ? Yeah. And in my head, I'm like, bro, I ain't that nigga daddy nigga. Like, why you asking me, bro? Like, but that's why you're asking me, because we are always together. Right there, and always, usually, I knew the fucking answer on where he was. But it's like, you know, but like, that's, me and PJ is like these, bro. Like, that's my guy for life, bro. Yeah. I die for that nigga, bro, real shit.
Yeah. That's awesome. You already touched a little bit on how... something about the feds. I forgot what you said, but I wanted to bring this up. You got arrested while you were at Flat Rock.
Yes.
Well, not in school.
No, it wasn't in school.
This is actually with Chance, though. Chance didn't. This was like you're leaving Chance's house or something, right?
Shout out 2-6.
Yeah. Shout out 2-6.
Shout out Take a Chance Records, man.
Shout out Take a Chance Records.
But no, I was with so I was at Chance's house, and actually I ended up living with Chance, but we didn't get past it. We didn't get there in his right. I remember that. But I was at Chance's house, and his girl pulled up, and I'm with my brother Kimani. Shout out Majin Key.
Yep.
And all my shit. You feel me? And when I say my brother, I'm not talking. I told you, PJ is my brother from another mother. Kimani is my blood brother. That's my actual. Like, that's my brother. Like, my blood brother. So Chance's girl pulled up at the time, and I did not fucking like her, bro. So I walked out. And I'm just like, bro, like, we finna just go outside type shit. Yeah. And then this is one of my first real experiences of being a black man in America. Like, a car pulled up, and it was like this old-ass dusty pickup. And they're, like, looking at me, and I'm, like, looking at them. And they're like, hey, like, you know. And I'm like, yo, like, basically, I'm right next to Chance's house, bro. And they're like, what are you, like, you know, what's your name? And I wasn't about to say shit, but then I seen some, like, light reflections from inside the car. Like a badge or something. Yeah. Exactly. So I was just like, you know, Dewan. Yeah. You know, say my name type shit. And then he asked for my age, asked for my brother's age. And then he was like, y'all wait right here. And mind you, this is during the Uncle Sam Jam. Yeah. Oh, that's at Huron Park.
No, that's the Summerfest.
It was Summerfest. Yeah. So that's around that time. And they ended up pulling up. He told me wait right there, and I said, sir, I don't want any problems. I just want to go in the house. And he said, no, I'm shaking and thinking about it, but he was like, no, you stay right there, boy. Oh. So I'm like, all right. Yeah. 5 seconds later, I'm not even fucking playing. This is not an over exaggeration, bro. Mm-hmm. We can 1 Mississippi, 2 Mississippi, this shit, bro. Yeah. Like 5 seconds since it was the it was the Summerfest. You know, the police already over there. Yeah. Yeah. They pulled up 5 seconds later. Boom, 3 squad cars. I got 7 police officers outside, bro.
What the fuck?
And I'm
over like, what though? Like, what's the reasoning to stop you?
Because I'm black. That's the only.
But like, did he say anything to you? Like, did he try to give you a reason or something?
No, he just said, okay, y'all wait right here, and they all pull up on us, and then
he couldn't even use like the lame ass excuse like oh there was a robbery around this area.
Yeah, there was nothing. There was nothing.
That's what I thought you were gonna say.
No, there was absolutely nothing. And then I had my backpack on, and he the one of the police, a Flat Rock police officer, you know, pulling up, and he was just like, started talking a little bit, and then he was like, "Oh, okay. Well, if I check that bag, am I gonna find anything in it?"
Yeah.
And I said no. Or no, first he said, "Do you have anything in the bag?" And I said no. Then he said, "If I check the bag,"
Yeah.
and I was like no. And then he took the bag off me, which is illegal as fuck. If I would have knew my rights, I would have got some bread.
Yeah, he doesn't have like a probable cause. Or
Exactly.
Yeah, because
Cause
if you said I don't have to do that, like he
Exactly.
yeah.
So so he pulled my bag. He started going through my bag, pulling out shit. He pulled out a G-bomb out of a fucking brisk bottle.
Oh, G-bombs.
And then he pulled out like, you know, those green containers that you get from the dispo.
Yeah.
So that, you know, this bitch squeeze from the side and pop.
Yeah.
So mind you, bro, I had just smoked all my weed like 4 hours ago, bro. I was smoking chance and shit.
Yeah.
Because that's how I didn't have no weed.
Yeah.
Bro, there was crumbs in the fucking crevices, bro.
Oh.
And he was like, you know, well, you know, there's weed in here.
Yeah.
And I was like, no, there's not. He's like, yes, there is. And I just, you know, I'm not about to go back and forth, bro, because of real shit. Like, I'm not trying to die.
Yeah.
And it sucks that I have to say that, but I'm not trying to die, bro. So I was just like, all right. So then he put me against the hood, put the handcuffs on me tight as a motherfucker, bro. I was in this bitch like, damn. Like, the slam on the hood wasn't as bad as these cuffs on my wrist, bro.
Damn, he did all that to you?
Bro, push me on the hood and then put the handcuffs around, bro, put me in the back of the car and everything, and then I'm just sitting there, but my phone's still in my pocket. And my little brother, he's still outside. Now I'm 17, he's 16.
That's
so
what I was about to ask. How old were
Yeah,
y'all?
so I'm like this and shit.
Yeah.
And I pull my phone in my pocket. And this is as soon as I get in the car, I didn't think, cause you know the back of their police cars are fucking like plastic.
Yeah.
So shit hurts.
Mm-hmm.
When he threw me in that bitch, fuck that nigga. But
Yeah.
so I'm texting my brother like everything to say to this police officer so he wouldn't get in trouble. I don't give a fuck about me.
Yeah.
I'm worried about him, so I
you're
text
looking
him
out.
everything.
You're being an older brother looking out for him.
Exactly. So he says everything that I told him to say. They put him in the police car, in the police vehicle, not in cuffs. He just went in a police vehicle, and because he didn't have a guardian to take him or whatever.
He's a minor type. Yeah.
Exactly. So, they did that, and I was in jail for like a day and a half.
Oh wow.
Like a day and almost 2, but the thing I couldn't tell because they don't have windows in that motherfucker, bro. So it's like those little, like if you're in the basement of somebody's house and there's like those weird glass, the distorted glass. Yeah. They got light bulbs in the distorted glass. So even if it's nighttime, it looks like it's daytime. So I didn't know what fucking time it was, bro. So it was just like I was just sitting in that bitch, and my girlfriend at the time, which is still my lovely woman, she bailed me out.
Shout out her.
Great woman. Great woman.
Yeah.
So she bailed me out, and PJ picked me up, and
That's a perfect example of you and PJ's relationship.
That's what I'm saying.
He got you out.
Yeah, and she called PJ because I was calling her. Like, obviously, I talked to her, but she ended up calling PJ because of the fact that who am I, like, in her eyes, who am I gonna call that's close to Juan?
Yeah.
PJ. That's the first name that you think of.
Yeah.
So she called PJ, and then I was able to he ended up picking me up. He went and got the money from her. She worked. She was a server at the time. She worked, got the money to bail me out.
How much? If you don't mind me asking, how much?
It wasn't that much.
I was gonna say you were only in there for a little bit.
It was like $450 or some shit like that.
Could be worse.
Yeah.
Could be better.
Sorry, maybe it was. Yeah, I think it was $450 or $250. I know it's kind of like a big difference, but I remember 2 and 4. So, but yeah, he went and picked up the money, came back to Flat Rock, bailed me out. I'm in this bitch walking out like Meek Mill.
First day out.
First day out, T Grizzly.
Let's hit the studio.
Exactly, bro. Like, I'm just happy to be out that bitch. And then they ended up giving me a year probation.
Damn.
So that's where this comes from. Because I started smoking cigarettes because I couldn't smoke weed. And then I was like, okay, these cigarettes are fucking foul. I don't like, if you smoke cigarettes, no hate, no judgment.
Nah, I hate that shit's foul.
It's not for him.
It's just not for me, bro. So I just started hitting the vapes and shit.
What was that day and a half in jail like?
Bro,
did you eat the food? Like,
nigga, they gave me.
Yeah.
Dog, they gave me. So for breakfast, that's how I know I wasn't in there like a full 2 days, cause it was like I didn't get breakfast twice.
Yeah.
But I was in there over 24 hours.
Yeah.
It was like 36 hours or some shit like that. But I ended up for breakfast they gave us a styrofoam cup of Reese's Pieces fucking cereal. At least it looked like it.
Yeah.
And and some juice. And
You didn't even
breakfast.
get like milk for the cereal or anything?
Nah, I didn't get no fucking milk.
Wow.
Nah.
Okay, my bad.
No, my bad. No, I didn't get the milk, bro.
Yeah,
I
no,
was
that's
in that,
crazy.
And I slept on the floor because they didn't put me in my own cell. They put me in a holding cell. So I was in this bitch just laying on the floor, like next to motherfuckers, and there's this weird, creepy ass nigga.
There always is.
He was like every single
How would you
time
know?
I was,
TV.
He's right.
TV.
No, because I laid down. There was probably like 5 of us, 6 of us in that bitch, bro. And I'm laying down, and like every single time, like I close my eyes, I wake, and I open them, and he's closer to me. Like his cot is closer. I'm like, yo. So then I close my eyes, wake up, he's even closer.
You just hear him like
on some real shit. And I close my eyes, and he's even closer. And then it's like, okay, now my jail instincts, like, I don't have jail instincts because I've never been to jail before, nigga. I wasn't even really in jail. I was in a holding cell.
Yeah.
Survival at that
But,
point.
like, bro, I'm in this bitch, like I got up and I was like, bro, if you don't get the fuck away from me, bro,
Yeah.
like, I will fuck you up for real, bro.
Yeah.
Get the fuck out of here, bro. Like, don't, you just try to touch me and shit. Also, Chester the molester type shit.
Like,
bro.
I'm gonna kick this dude in the face. I swear
Exactly,
to God.
bro. Like, I really got like that. I'm like, bro, back up. And then the next day, they called my name, my whole govy, and then I got out of there.
Was he still there when you got out?
Hell yeah, he was in there.
Just staring
For
at you
life.
as you walked
Bro,
out?
look, I
He's
don't
there
even,
for life.
I don't even know what he was there for, bro.
Yeah.
But
Probably
hey,
some weird shit.
bro, he
Yeah.
was being weird as fuck, bro. Like, I'm just like, and then there was this other dude who was in there for domestic violence, and I'm just sitting there. He's talking to me. It was weird. He's talking. He's like, he's not like old. Like, he's like young. He's like around the same age as me.
Yeah.
And he's talking about like, yeah, man, I beat the shit out of my girl. He was like Mexican. He was like, I beat the shit out of my girl, and then I got caught driving. They pulled me over, and then they realized that I was on a domestic or whatever, and then I had a suspended license, so that's why they ran my name. Da, 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 da. And I'm just like, oh damn, for real.
I just had a little bit of weed.
Yeah. Like damn.
You're
God.
still high. You're like, I had a little bit.
I'm just like, damn, for real, bro. And I'm trying to top it up and be cool.
Yeah.
You know, like that's my whole experience with getting arrested.
Yeah.
I want to tie this back into music a little bit. We,
Hell
had
yeah.
a deep ass talk, but Narcissistic Love 1 and 2. Go stream it, by the way. Fire. My personal favorite, Self Love.
They'll be below.
Narcissistic love, you feel me?
But yeah.
Right here and right here.
There you go.
Yeah,
But,
we gotta get it.
Give us the little backstory, how that came about, why it's titled Narcissistic Love, just anything about that album that really comes to mind.
Cause I was a toxic piece of shit. That's why albums came out so good, bro. If I'm being honest, like I was a person that I hate. Like, yeah, I was that type of person where, like, in high school, like I had 3 girls at a basketball game. 2 went to the same school, and 1 was a visiting school, and I'm rotating throughout them all. And that's not even terrible. Like, it's bad. Hold on, wait, it's bad. But like I like the toxicity.
Yeah.
Like, the bad part about it was like, hurting those women.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then and I got a little taste of my own medicine when I got a little older. So
And
It always comes back to bite you in the
karma's
ass.
bitch. Karma's bitch. Yeah, bro. But no, it came back and got my ass, bro. So I was just
So that's really what fueled these albums?
yes, 100%. Because trauma makes the best music, bro. Like
Raw
trauma
wave.
creates exactly,
Raw
bro.
wave.
Nigga, Worm World trauma dump. You feel me, bro? Like trauma, it makes the best music, bro. So it's just like
we said earlier in this episode, like some of the mental stuff that people go through.
yeah, and going through that, like while I'm doing all this shit, like going through that, I had so many issues. So it's just like narcissistic love. 1 was about me, but a negative look on the light. But the cover art, if you guys,
It was
pay
like the
attention-
outside looking in, like looking at you, like,
Yeah.
damn, like this is.
I mean, no,
like how I am.
it was just more of just like it was a more negative look on what I was going through just in general.
Yeah.
And then on the cover art, you can see like there's a statue of me, and these girls are sitting there, and the statue is up, like they're praising me type shit.
Yeah.
Then Narcissistic Love Part 2, it was more of an upside look on relationships and love and things like
Yeah.
that. and the cover art is there's no like bright sky, there's no leaves on the trees and shit like that. Like it's branches.
Yeah.
The sky is pink, and the I think the TV is broken. I think, but and then the statue of me is knocked on the ground because it was different.
Yeah.
Like, it's like
It was like an ego death type of deal.
Yeah, like it's like, okay, I know who I am, but they don't think I am who I am.
Yeah.
And it's because I've showed them
This other side. Yeah.
exactly. I showed them like a side that doesn't prove to them that I am who I am. So it was just like boom. But all that music that I created in that time was really fire. Like Narcissistic Love Part 1, a lot of it came from shout out Nino Chavez. Did that with him, a lot of that music. Shout out my brother Kimani, shout out PJ, shout out Nia, like all the people that were on the album.
Everyone that made it possible.
Exactly. Yeah. And then Narcissistic Love Part 2, that was more a mix of my boy Big Chris, Get Fresh. And then I think I did some songs with Chance from No, I didn't do any songs with Chance. So that was all Big Chris. You feel me? Yeah, he did my whole album.
Shout out Chris, man.
Yeah.
Shout out Big Chris.
He's a
Big
great guy.
Chris, BI6 Chris, bro, on Instagram. Tap in, bro. That's real engineering. I mean, where we at is real engineering as well. Don't get me twisted, nigga. Tap into THC, bro. But talking about my album, man, Big Chris, bro, that was all love, man. So.
Yeah.
But nah,
he's been super supportive over your career too. He's a great guy. He's funny
definitely.
too.
Hell
I've been in the studio
bro,
with you there.
hilarious.
He's funny, bro. He's a funny guy.
He's hilarious, and he's like that. But they all the things that's all what helped me bring Narcissistic Love 1 and 2 together, and it's great music.
It is great music. Go stream it right now because that shit. It's different. This guy's very talented, very versatile. There's some singing songs. There's some rapping songs. There's a mixture of both in a song. Just go stream that because it's really special. Now we're down to the quick. Actually, no. I was gonna jump into the quick hitters, but I want to talk about your drink of choice in the studio because every time I'm in the studio with you, you have a fifth of Hennessy in your left hand.
In my left. Wow, the fact that you know it's my left hand is crazy.
I was just holding my left hand. So
oh no, I was about to say because
actually the left hand.
My phone is in my right hand.
I mean, I've been in the studio with you for a few years, man.
Wow.
So, the drink of choice is Henny.
It's Hennessy.
You think that just makes you tap into a different beast?
I mean,
behind the mic, or
honestly, like if I had bread for real, like I got cheese. Don't get me wrong, but like if I had like bread for real, bro, it would probably be like 1738 constantly. King Louis. Like, all these are remnants of, like, 17 and shit like that. But Henny XO. But, like, my drink of choice would honestly rather be 17 or Remy Martin. I think Hennessy's a little sweet.
I'm getting a whiff from this cup, whatever's in there. I'm not gonna lie, it's pretty strong.
Yeah, it's a little sweet, man. It's a little sweet. But it really helped me tap into the singing, bro. Well, smoking weed helped me tap into the singing when I was smoking weed. But it's like, when I started drinking, that's not why, but like it was just like when I started tapping into the singing aspect of myself, it was just like, oh, let's get drunk. Like yeah, so that's what it was, man.
All right, down to the quick hitters though. Do you ever get writer's block? If you do, how do you overcome it? I don't think I've ever seen you really get writer's block personally. From what I know, I feel like you always have something to record, or you're always writing or something.
Yeah, I feel like you're the type, like, you'll think you have writer's block, and then you'll hear a beat, and then it's just like, oh,
it just
okay,
comes
I'm good.
Right away.
Yeah.
Well, the only reason I have writer's block, it has been recently. I've had major writer's block recently.
Yeah.
Why do you think that is?
Because I'm not toxic anymore. Like, all of my music is about toxicity. No, don't get me wrong. I am a very toxic person, bro. I don't pride myself on that, but I am.
Everyone can be to an extent.
I think
but
so,
it's
yeah.
like I have put away a lot of that toxic tendencies. Yeah. Like I do it a little bit sometimes.
You just grew up and
like,
matured, right?
Exactly.
Yeah.
So it's like, but now, like, I'm just not as toxic as I was. Like, I don't have a girl to be mad at me that I fucked over and make some.
You got a real one holding
music.
it down right now.
Facts,
You feel
yeah.
me? Yeah. So it's like.
It's hard to find nowadays.
No, exactly. And
yeah.
I would rather have what I have and have writer's block
Yeah.
than go back to that shit.
Yeah, you're talking to two single guys. Exactly. So yeah. We get it.
But it's just a little tough because it's just like, damn, I need, like, as of right now, I've been taking from other people's stories, other people's situations, and other like things that I know about other people to make music.
Yeah.
And it has come out fire, as you guys will hear soon.
Yeah.
But it has come out fire. I've taken away from, like, you know, a couple of my man situations, and boom.
But another thing too, if it's like one of your homies or something like that, you kind of went through it with them.
Exactly.
So, like,
it's like
yeah.
damn near like I was toxic.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But yeah.
If you had to make a collab album with any artist other than PJ, because I know he already mentioned you, or
Yeah.
you were his answer. So
that was gonna be what I was gonna say.
yeah,
But,
so-
all right.
No, about just like mainstream,
yeah,
like industry guys.
that's a biased answer.
Yeah.
from
Okay,
Huey
okay,
Cusco.
okay.
So like
okay.
that's a given.
So
like everyone
mine,
knows that.
mine is Huey
like a
Cusco.
Drake
Yes,
or a
yes,
J.
yes.
Cole or a Lil Siren.
A
you know?
collab. Bro, my collab.
He's looking at the wall.
Trying to get inspiration.
No, because what I'm looking at is Juice WRLD, bro. Like,
That'd be special.
I would have,
Oh, that
I would
would've
have
been-
loved to do a collab album with Juice WRLD. Like, Juice WRLD and X are two of my biggest adolescents, grown, little, like, getting into grown inspirations in music to where I really elevated. So it's like, I mean, Juice WRLD,
How about someone alive?
alive. Damn, bro. I would have to
Rest in
say-
peace to Juice. By
Rest
the
in
way.
peace to Juice.
Rest in peace, man.
Rest in peace to
peace.
XXX Tentacion as well.
Yes.
But yeah, long live Ja. But damn. I mean, I want to say J. Cole,
That'd be fire.
but and I feel like we would make some fire music. Fuck it, J. Cole, yeah. J. Cole,
yeah,
J.
yeah.
Cole, yeah. Because J. Cole is one of my favorite artists. Like, he's top 2 to me.
I
right
think
now.
you and a Roddy album would go crazy.
Ooh.
I mean,
that'd be
I
hard
could
too.
see. Look, there's a difference because it's where I listen to my own music versus where people listen to my music. So
I
it's
get
like,
that 100%.
Yeah, so it's like other people may say Roddy. I would say, like, you know, J. Cole, or, you know, I don't think me and Drake would be a good collab. I mean, hold on, wait.
Come on.
Wait.
Come on.
Not that it wouldn't be a
There's
good
the clip.
collab.
That's the clip.
not that it wouldn't be a good collab. I'm just saying, like, to where the music itself complements. But who knows?
Like how
you know?
21 and Drake like
Yeah,
compliment
like
each
they
other,
compliment
in
each
what
other.
You're saying,
Like
I get what
fire,
you're saying.
you feel me?
Yeah.
So it's like, and I could say J. Cole because that's my. Am I saying it because he's one of my favorite artists, or am
Yeah.
I just saying it because I think it would be genuinely good? Now I think I can match with anybody. 'Cause
What about
I'm
Sway Lee?
versatile as fuck.
Sway Lee, that could be some heat.
Honestly, I think the best artist, I think the best collab album that would go is Giveon.
Ooh.
That would be my answer, Giveon. Giveon, and it's
I'm
because
so glad you said that.
it's
Giveon.
because he's a much better singer than me.
And he could teach you a lot
And
of
he
things.
can teach me a
He
lot.
could-
And then the thing is, there has to be a compliment. We both can't be in this bitch. You feel me?
Yeah.
Like, we both
you
can't
kinda
be
hit that,
everything.
Let him know.
We both can't be everything. We both can't be everything, bro. So it's like, I could bring a different type of wave, and he could bring the same wave, and we can match each other's wave because of our certain versatility. So
Yeah.
it's like,
Yeah.
I would say Giveon, and yeah,
Cole?
Giveon.
Yeah. Okay.
Giveon. If I could choose multiple artists, it would be Giveon and J. Cole.
Okay.
For sure, easy. Giveon and J. Cole would be me. Giveon and J. Cole on like a collab album would be the best album of all time, other than Thriller by Michael
That'd be
Jackson
crazy.
Mike Jack, what's good?
and 2014 Forest Hills Drive. That's just crazy. That's just crazy.
So one that we have touched on a lot, like personally, like just talking about it.
Off the camera.
Yeah, off camera.
Mm.
5 guys, dead or alive.
Sitting at your dinner table.
Yeah.
It could be anyone. Doesn't have to be an artist.
Doesn't have to be music.
Could be presidents.
Could
you
be
know,
a
it could
family
be
member. Could be anything.
A war general like
Yeah.
Genghis Khan.
A war
or
general?
Genghis Khan or something.
Yeah.
Genghis Khan.
some warrior type shit.
I can add people alive, right?
Yeah, dead or
Dead or
alive.
alive.
Top 5 at your dinner table.
Okay, number 1, James Ellis Farmer.
Okay. I'm not familiar with who that is.
That's my grandfather.
Alright.
That's what I thought.
He has to be at my dinner table.
Yes,
There
sir.
is no way
That's a
he's
great
not
answer.
there.
It's a great answer.
And then
Who's sitting with y'all?
sitting with us. See, here's where like it's kind of fucked up because we're mixing two different, you know.
Jesus Christ himself.
But I would and then I would like to honestly, Malcolm X. I would like to have Malcolm
Very
X.
good one. Very good one.
And then I would have X at my dinner table for sure. And then, so I have my grandfather, Malcolm X, and X. And then my last one would probably
you have two more.
be... Oh, no, I'm counting myself. I'm tripping.
Yeah, you need two more.
I would put... I would definitely put... damn. Ryan Reynolds. I put Ryan Reynolds at my dinner table, yeah.
That just flips the whole time.
Yeah, I'll put Ryan Reynolds at my dinner table because, bro, he's fucking Ryan Reynolds. He's hilarious. That's what I'm saying, bro. If I could have Deadpool at my dinner table, bro, come on, bro.
Yeah, you do gotta have a little comedian or
exactly.
like actor in
it
there,
can't be all serious. You feel me?
That was like PJ's John Cena.
And then it would probably be Juice WRLD.
Yeah.
Wow. I got Juice WRLD, X, Malcolm X, my grandfather, and Ryan Reynolds.
Yeah.
Wow, there was one that had my head.
Good.
Who'd you
Mike.
Mike Tyson?
No, Michael Jackson.
Oh, Michael Jackson. I mean, yeah, but it's like at the same time, like, don't get me wrong, Michael Jackson is amazing, and I don't know, it's just like Michael Jackson. That's not really a dinner setting for me. I would like to sit one-on-one with Michael Jackson because I want my focus to be all on Michael Jackson and you tell me everything about music that you fucking
rather
know.
one-on-one in the studio.
Yeah, like that's a one-on-one thing.
Yeah.
That's not a dinner.
Yeah, we're
table
talking
type of
dinner. You got a variety of people there
exactly.
that you can talk about.
Exactly. There can be so many different there's so many different type of conversations that could be had at that dinner table.
Yeah, for
so
sure.
That would be it.
Next, I want to know your favorite album with no skips. If you got to listen to it.
2014 Forest Hills Drive.
All right, that's
That's
good.
it. 2014 Forest Hills Drive. That's it right there for me.
What about your personal top 5?
My personal top 5 of all time.
Art, anything.
Not who you think is the greatest, just your personal favorite.
5.
My personal.
Yeah.
Number 1, Michael Jackson. Number 2, Lil Wayne.
Yeah.
I actually no, I can't put those in order. I can't put those. No, Michael Jackson is still number 1. I can't put them in order, so it would have to be Michael Jackson, Lil Wayne, J. Cole.
Ours are pretty similar. I'm not gonna lie.
Honestly, I do want to throw Drake in there because Drake.
Just what you grew up on.
Exactly,
right?
bro. So
you were
like
always hearing Drake, yeah.
Yeah, and then my number 5 would honestly probably have to be because I can't think about who I like right now. So it's like I have to include like longevity. So like my 5th would probably be. Oh shit! What the fuck? Pac would be under Michael Jackson. I'm tripping. So Michael Jackson, Pac, J. Cole, Lil Wayne, and Drake.
That's solid.
That's it for me.
Yeah. If you had a gun to your head, you're being held hostage, and you got to sing every lyric to a song.
Every lyric?
Or else you get killed. If you mess up one word, you're getting killed. What song you singing?
Oh,
and it can't be one of your own.
Fuck. I was about to say one of my.
We've had people try that. That's not happening. No, It's got to be like other than your own catalog.
Damn.
You can't do none of PJ shit either.
Damn, come on, man. Y'all fucking me up.
Nah,
dog.
you gotta do some shit like you don't know the person.
Okay. That I can't fuck up on one word at all. Damn, well, he's in my top 5, so I may be too strung out on confidence, overdose on confidence, starting not to give a fuck and stop fearing the consequences, jigging every night because he drinks them. Yeah, Drake. Underground Kings by Drake.
Respect,
sure.
yeah.
That's something.
Probably be a Drake song for me too, honestly.
Yeah, Underground Kings by Drake. That would be my. I can't fuck up, and I kill that shit. I'm living.
One of the final questions is just where do you see yourself in 10 years?
The greatest ever.
I love that.
That's no hesitation.
That's that mama mentality right there.
I hope you know I'm rooting for you, man.
100%.
Do you have any shout outs, social media handles you want to, music, whatever?
I shout out. I'm not really going to dive into social media handles for real. I just like shout out my people. Like I shout out my mom. Mm-hmm. I shout out my dad.
We'll have all your links too.
Yeah, they'll all be in the description below.
I shout out my. You can put my. No, don't put my mom's Instagram. I don't want nobody following my mama, bro. But shout out my dad, who I'm
Bucket.
Yeah, he's a bucket, bro. I'm kind of pissed that I didn't really get to talk about him a lot during this podcast because he has had a major influence on me as well. I mean, fuck it, bro. Look, my dad has helped me so much when it comes to, like, people often look at my dad as like hard, like more hard, and like you should, cause he's a hard person. But it's like
he comes off kind of like
you feel me? I mean, Highland Park, born and raised. You feel me? So it's like. But
He's got that dog in him.
he got that dog in him. But the thing is, my dad, he's not a hood nigga. You feel me? Like Highland Park, born and raised, but no hood nigga, man. Like he is very, very intelligent, intellectual. Now there may be things that he is unaware of, but that doesn't mean that he is intelligent if he learns like he has. Like he learned at first when I came to him about my mental health issues, he wasn't really like. He didn't understand, so he went about it how we thought he should.
Yeah.
He learned. And now it's totally different with my little brother. So it's like he's learned, he's able to, you know. So
You
it's
helped
like,
him out. You
Yeah.
helped him out.
exactly. Like we help, like my dad, like other than PJ, my dad is my best friend.
Yeah.
So it's like, you know, my dad is a very, very important influence on my life for the better because, you know, my mom has her flaws and my dad has
Everyone
his
has
flaws.
their flaws.
You feel me? But like they always try to push the best of themselves to me, and that's one thing that he does often. He always preaches on me. He wants me to be better than he ever was or could be.
As you should for your kids, you know. I feel like, yeah. When I have kids, I want them to have a better life growing up than I did. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, 100%.
Yeah, so it's like, you know, him that's a major influence in my life, and I feel like I am blessed through all the little bullshit that I've been through with my dad. Man, that's my motherfucking guy, man.
What's he think of the music?
Oh, he's my biggest supporter.
Supporter?
Don't get me wrong, my mom. See, look, now I feel like I'm giving too much to my dad, and I feel like my mom gonna be left out because they both gonna watch. But
Man, you love them both, man.
exactly, no, my
Shout out to
mom,
parents.
my mom, she's a queen. She's a queen, and they both give me major support.
That's
and
awesome.
They both, you know, push me to be not even musically, but just be the best person I can be, and
As
that's
they
what I
should.
want to follow through with. So
Real
That's
quick,
awesome.
just to do a subtle pun. Shout out to Juan Donivan.
Oh
And
my God.
Juan
He said Juan Dad in them. Dad in them.
Donivan.
It's like Donovan.
Donivan.
Juan
And
Donivan.
mom
Classic, we gotta do that.
and mom Donovan.
Mama Donovan
Mama
and
Don,
Juan.
Mama Don.
You know what's crazy? Because my dad's
Donovan.
name is Juan. We got the
Oh,
same
okay,
name,
perfect.
so
It
it's
works.
perfect.
Yeah.
Juan Donivan.
Yeah,
man.
quick. I didn't get to do the snaps. We're good. Yeah, there we go.
Man,
But
I
nah.
hadn't had a pun yet. I had to get one in.
Yeah.
But it's good. You got it in, bro. It's good.
But nah, before we send you off, I just want to give you your flowers, man. What you're doing, very special. I try to put as many people on to you as I possibly can, just because I know how talented you are, how serious and your work ethic is. Like, you got it all to succeed, and it's only up from here, and I really wish you nothing but the best. It's all love. You're my brother, way beyond music. So just keep up the good work. I'm going to be right behind you watching this, and I wish you nothing but the best, man. It's all love, man. It's
Much
all-
love to
Much
both
love,
of y'all,
son.
bro.
Just to bounce off that, I mean, I've been hip to you for a while. I've been a fan, and then over the last, like, I would say 2 years, you and me have been a lot more in touch, talking about music and stuff. And just to see your growth in just the last 2 years, I mean, bro, you're gonna do something in this shit, and I'm very excited to see where you go from here. And like, it's been a pleasure, and it's helped me majorly as an artist to be around you and hear your thought process on shit and the way you look at the world, and it's helped me a lot. So I appreciate you for that, and it's only up from here, gang.
Thank you, man. I appreciate that from both of y'all, man. I try my best. I learn from each of you as well. So maybe you know, little things, big things, whatever it is, I learn from you guys as well. So
Yeah.
thank you guys.
Appreciate
I appreciate
that.
that.
Appreciate it, for real.
Well, as always,
Hold up. Shout out my sister for the art.
oh, yep. Shout out to Centaur Slots for making this whole thing possible.
Links will be in the description for both of them.
Check the links in the description for everything, for Juan's music, his Instagram, all of our
Yeah.
social media handles. In episode 3, this was a good one. Appreciate you being here. Thank you for coming.
3 down, 1 million to go.
Yes, sir.
Happy New Year.
Yes, Happy
Yeah,
New Year.
Happy New Year.
Hope everyone stays safe over the holidays.
Yep.
With that being said, like, comment, subscribe, and we'll see you every Sunday.
Weeble.